Hi guys, welcome back to Apex GMAT's channel. It's Mike here, and today I want to talk about stupid mistakes. And let's start out just with nomenclature. The idea of a stupid mistake is something that we really don't like here. We don't like the word dumb, we don't like the word stupid, because even if you're saying it in a haha joking way and you've got high self-esteem and a lot of intellectual rigor, you're subtly putting yourself down, but you're also drawing away attention from the core reasons for these errors. So we like to call them careless mistakes or careless errors. And this allows them to be addressed, to be solvable. If you've done a stupid mistake, either you're stupid, hopefully not, or you've done something foolish. But what you're doing is offloading the responsibility for that error to it being unavoidable. I was not functioning well, so I did it. Rather than addressing the root cause, which is not that you made an error, but that there's a step before the error was made where you failed to catch the error. And that step actually can be before or after the actual processing error was made. But most often, it's sourced from a lack of attentiveness. You've missed a detail because you haven't read closely enough, or you've crossed your wires through what they call a labeling error, where you've called one thing by the wrong name and stored it incorrectly in your head. So careless errors are notoriously difficult to address, but the first step is recognizing what they are. They're processing errors that require your attention. And this is something very different than any intellectual failing. It doesn't matter how smart you are. Everybody makes careless errors. And frankly, the more rapidly you think, the more sort of cycles your brain goes through in a given second or minute, the more likely you are to make a careless error. So what differentiates people who make many versus those who make few? In fact, the people who make fewer careless errors make just as many as those who make more, except they tend to catch them. So there are heuristics that we can work on, both to preempt careless errors, but also to recognize them. Numerically, for example, you often catch a careless error by noticing that the number doesn't sound right. If I told you that it is 150 degrees out, Fahrenheit or Celsius, you know that that number doesn't sound right because it's anchored to a reality. And a lot of times when we're doing math on the GMAT or in life, we don't have a good anchor for those numbers. So the idea of a reasonable or unreasonable number doesn't get to go through that cognitive filter. So anchoring, whether it's to temperature or money or number of pumpkins in a field, gives us this added check in order to catch a careless error when we make it. Similarly, when we're reading a word problem or we're looking at a verbal problem, a lot of times using pivot questions to prioritize and understand and really call out what it is we're trying to do allows us to be both sensitized when we do make the inevitable error, but often get in front of many of the errors that we might otherwise make. Once again, I want to emphasize that careless errors are not intellectual errors. It has nothing to do with being smart or knowing your stuff. And so the moment you write off a dumb or stupid error as, oh, I need to study that again, or I forgot that, but I'll remember it next time, you've already missed your opportunity to improve. So thanks for watching this video, guys. Check out more below. Remember, careless errors are both inevitable and solvable. So looking forward to catching you next time, and continue prepping.